I want to discuss another book that I cannot recommend, to be honest. This book gets rave reviews. It's very popular, and honestly, I think people are getting duped. A close reading of this, it really starts to fall apart. This book is, as you can see, How to Read the Bible for All It's Worth, and I think there are a lot of issues in this that most people probably are not reading it close enough and they're not noticing. Approximately the first 90 pages of the book are basically a sales pitch for the NIV. It's really pretty annoying and it's not actually contributing much of anything, but that's really what it is when you get right down to it. There are a number of interpretive issues, for example, in Proverbs, where we find that the text tells us that those who are under God's condemnation fall into the trap of the adulterous and seductive woman. They turn that around and say that those that fall into that trap of adultery find themselves under God's condemnation. But the text is very clear in the reverse of that. It's the person who is already under condemnation that falls into that trap. And so they really soften the blow of the text and reverse it into something more palatable that isn't what the text says. Song of Songs. The interpretive approach to Song of Songs has varied throughout history, and for a long time an allegorical approach to it was very popular, where it actually represents the relationship of Christ and the church. And now it is much more in favor to deal with it literally, and that it really is about romantic love between two individuals. These authors make the claim that even on the surface, it's not allegory. And that actually calls into question, in my mind, these authors' ability to even read. And that's a pretty harsh statement. But allegories aren't what they're supposed to be on the surface. That's the whole point of an allegory. On the surface, they're not what they truly are. So don't say to me, on the surface, it's not allegory. That's a nonsense statement. Their treatment of Revelation honestly doesn't even deserve mention. It's pretty brutal. I cannot recommend it. And the authors really approach the reader under the assumption that they're smarter than you, that you have not done your homework, that you don't know anything. Basically, they refer to you and all of us as rank and file Christians throughout the whole thing. Fall in line, let the smart people tell you how it's supposed to be, and these people are really botching it through this whole book. It's pretty brutal. I do not recommend this book, and I don't understand how so many people have found it to be so helpful and have given it such positive reviews. I think it's honestly, frankly bad.